Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Margin for More podcast. Today's episode is a bit of a rant on my part, but it's just me speaking about how I feel stuck in the middle with my current college applications and acceptances and where I want to spend the next 4 years of my life. So if you feel like that relates to you, or if you want to come along on this journey with me, go ahead and listen to this episode of the podcast. I don't know why I do this, but I get so caught up in superficial things sometimes, and I feel like I disappoint myself, not often, but a lot, over things that I really shouldn't be disappointed over. But I'm saying this specifically because today 2 college acceptances came out for me, and college decisions came out for me, and the first school that I opened, which is North Carolina State, I honestly don't want to go there. I did research on it, and at the time, it seemed like a really good school for me. But as I'm starting to learn more about myself and more about campus culture, I realized that I either want to go to an HBCU or somewhere that's really, really warm. And so I have no intention of going there, but I think it's a pride thing. I think it's an ego thing. I didn't even get rejected. I got deferred, and that hurt my ego a little bit because it's like, oh, I've actually gone to every single school other than that one so far, and it's a bit disappointing to me, but I feel like my ego is so high because I know the work, the sweat, the tears, the blood, all of it that it took to get to where I am, and to be able to put the activities that I put on my Common App and to write the essay that I wrote. I know my journey and I know my story, and I really feel like I've done a lot to get to where I am today. I feel like that should be enough to get into whatever school I want to. I take myself seriously. Academically, I take myself very seriously, and so when I don't get into an academic institution, I'm like, but it shouldn't be a thing where it's like, oh, like maybe I could have done this better, maybe I should have done this, because there's no point in dwelling on the past. But what really gets me is the fact that I did not even want to go to this school, but I let it affect my mood, which is so crazy to me, because it really shouldn't matter at the end of the day, because I'm not going there regardless, even if I did get in. Like, yeah, it's a bit of an ego boost, but I was never going to go. And so I'm not going to fill out the continued interest form because I don't have continued interest. This isn't my dream school. I've already gotten to my dream school. And so I think it's just a learning stone, stepping block for me to understand that not everything's going to go your way. Rejection is redirection, but I think I need to redirect my ego and pride and learn how to handle things better, because this could have been somebody's dream school that they just got rejected from. And I'm a bit annoyed and irritated that I didn't get in when this isn't a school I even plan on going to. It hasn't been on my radar for a while. I did get into the other school I checked today, and I got into one of their programs, which I didn't even apply for, but I'm like, okay, amazing, great. But their decision just came out. Today's January 31st, and they want a response back on the program by February 16th or 17th. And I am not going to know what college I want to go to by then, especially because I've submitted applications later. Maybe I can email the Office of Admissions and ask for an extension, but I still have scholarships that I need to entertain and things like that. And so it's just been really confusing for me, this college application process, because I've felt kind of stressed about not knowing where I want to go. It's okay to not know where you're going to end up, but I've known from the beginning of my college search the school I wanted to go to. I know what my dream school is, and I've talked to so many alumni of this school, and I've heard nothing but great experiences and encouragement to go into the school. I do really want to go to this school. However, the tuition is the only thing that's really an issue for me, a barrier, if you will. Everybody that I've been talking to has said the finances will work themselves out. My mom has told me, you're stressing over this for what? Give it to God and He'll take care of you, which I full-heartedly believe. But little old me, in my mind, I always have a little inkling of worry. My dream school I was accepted into my dream school, and so I've been applying to scholarships. Faith without works is dead. I've been applying to scholarships here and there to make sure that I am able to go to the school that I really want to go to. Regardless of that school, there are other schools that I've gotten scholarships to that I am honestly hesitant about because of the location. And like I said, I either want to go to an HBCU or somewhere warm. 3 of the good scholarships that I've gotten have been from HBCUs. However, one is not warm. The other possibly is not warm, but it's in a location that I'm skeptical about. And so that has given me heed as well. I actually need to visit the campus, and I think I will this upcoming February. But yes, you guys, I have been honestly so confused. But at the end of the day, this confusion is through gratefulness, because I'm able to say I've gotten into 25 plus colleges. Even though I'm confused, I'm grateful to have the option to be confused, if that makes any sense. Because some people didn't get into that many colleges. Some people didn't get into any colleges. I am grateful for what I've achieved and what has been given to me so far. The school that I got accepted into the program for, I didn't get accepted into my major for. And that kind of threw me for a loop, because a lot of my extracurriculars are my major based. And so it really gets under your skin sometimes when it's like, dang, I did all of this and it wasn't enough. But I don't think I should think about it that way. I think that I should think about it in the way that I did all of this and I got into the college, even if it wasn't my specific major. And my mom went to the school, so I would technically be a second generation attendee of that school. But my mom went to that school, and she told me that you can declare your major later on. And the program that I got into also says that it's meant to help for limited enrollment majors. That school is not my dream school, but it is my in-state school. It's considered a public Ivy, but I don't really want to stay in state because it is freezing down here and I hate the cold. But it is still good to have this option. The only thing that's a little confusing to me is this timeline that is giving me a deadline that I need to accept this program by such and such date, when I don't even know if I'm going to the school. I don't know what school I'm going to. That's giving me a lot to think about lately, today, in general. But to all of my high school seniors, congratulations to any college you've been accepted to. I know you probably worked so hard to get here, as I have, and I'm just so excited for what these next chapters hold for us. I don't think I'm going to go anywhere else but my dream school. And I say that just because this is going to be a hint of what my dream school is. But guys, I'm saying this just because, to me, I already said I want to go to HBCU and I want it to be somewhere warm. Right? Boom. Okay. Who would I be going to any HBCU if not the number one HBCU? After all the hard work that I've put in and getting accepted into the number one HBCU, I think that I'm going to go to my number one school. If this is in God's cards for me, if he feels like this is the best place for me to be, I'll be there. I just needed to speak about what's going on in my brain, because I've definitely been feeling just a little confused and stressed about money, tuition, acceptances, scholarships, and all of that stuff. So I just wanted to speak on it and put it out there for anybody else who may be struggling with the same thing. If you're one of those people who are not in the same position as me, that's fine. Like, everybody wants to apply to that many schools, and it took a lot of time and a lot of effort to apply to that many schools, and I don't know if I recommend it for anybody, especially seeing as I'm probably not gonna go to like half of these schools that I applied to. However, I will say that those of you who are in my situation, if you see any hate comments, if anybody's being rude to you, saying, oh my gosh, you have all these acceptances, be grateful, some people don't even have, blah, 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 blah. it's your situation, it's your life, it's your, like, you probably are very grateful for the situation that you're in, but that does not knock the feelings that you have towards the situation you're in. I had joined a group chat from my dream school, and some of the girls didn't get in, and I was reading my financial aid letter, and in that financial aid letter they only gave me $2,000 for the year, and this college is very expensive, you guys. I got in. I was very happy and grateful that I got in. I had shared it in the group chat as others were doing. And then when I shared my scholarship letter, and pretty much everybody got the same amount of money in their scholarship letter. Some people did get more money for academics, which props to them. But saying in the group chat that I had gotten in, but I wasn't sure how I was going to afford it, I had people saying to me, well, at least you got in. Be grateful that you got in. I'd rather get in and then worry about how to pay for it than not get in at all. And I understand that point of view, but at the same time, somebody had came and defended my point of view and just said, okay, she could have got in, but what, she can't afford it? Because then we both can't go. It's so just important to be empathetic to people in their situations, regardless of where you are and where you stand. I'll keep you guys updated on where I end up going to college. It'll probably be on my Instagram or something. Number 1 HBCU, okay? You will probably see me there. So, and it's really just honestly because I worked so hard to get to where I am, and then to get accepted, it's like I should go. But we'll see where God puts me and where I end up. He knows best. I just wanted to come on here and talk about that because it's been on my mind, kind of heavy, and yeah.